The Berlin Airlift's Unbreakable Spirit, a tale of Cold War resilience. In the aftermath of World War II, as Europe lay shattered and divided, the city of Berlin emerged as a flashpoint of tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. In 1948, the Soviets blockaded all land routes into West Berlin, attempting to isolate and force the Western Allies out of the city. What followed was a remarkable and true story of determination, courage, and unity in the face of adversity. The Berlin Airlift. The Berlin Airlift, also known as Operation Vittles, became a monumental undertaking that showcased the West's commitment to the people of West Berlin and their defiance against Soviet aggression. With over 2 million West Berliners facing the threat of starvation and abandonment, the Allies initiated an unprecedented operation to supply the city entirely by air. The airlift began on June 24, 1948, and continued for nearly a year until May 12, 1949. American, British, Canadian, Australian, and other Allied aircrews executed an intricate logistical ballet, flying cargo planes loaded with food, fuel, and other essential supplies into West Berlin around the clock. The massive effort required the establishment of temporary airfields within the city, a feat that involved extensive coordination, engineering, and improvisation. One of the key figures in this historic endeavor was Lieutenant Gale S. Halvorsen, an American pilot also known as the Candy Bomber. Halvorsen began a heartwarming tradition by dropping small parachutes attached to candy bars and chewing gum for the children of West Berlin. This simple act of goodwill connected the children to the pilots and symbolized the unity between the people of West Berlin and their allies. Despite the inherent dangers of flying in and out of a city surrounded by Soviet-controlled territory, the airlift persisted. The crews faced harsh weather, mechanical challenges, and the constant threat of interception by Soviet fighter planes. Miraculously, the airlift maintained a steady stream of supplies, ensuring that West Berliners did not go hungry or lose hope. The Soviet blockade, intended to starve West Berlin into submission, had the opposite effect. The city's residents displayed unwavering resolve, enduring the scarcity of supplies and demonstrating their commitment to freedom. The airlift became a symbol of the West's determination to protect democratic values and support its allies, even in the face of a potential confrontation with the Soviet Union. As international pressure mounted and the Soviet blockade proved ineffective, the Soviets lifted the blockade on May 12, 1949, effectively admitting defeat in their attempt to control West Berlin. The Berlin Airlift's success had not only preserved the city's freedom, but it also highlighted the power of collective action and diplomacy. Among the remarkable facts of the Berlin Airlift was the scale of the operation. At its peak, aircraft were landing or taking off from West Berlin every 45 seconds. In total, more than 277,000 flights were made, delivering around 2.3 million tons of supplies, including food, coal, medicine, and other necessities. The ingenuity of those involved was also striking. Pilots had to navigate through 3 air corridors designated by the Soviets, facing potential hazards from low visibility and challenging flying conditions. The airlift required a high level of precision to ensure supplies reached their intended destinations without interruption. The Berlin Airlift not only united the Western Allies, but also fostered a deep bond between the people of West Berlin and those providing the much-needed aid. The candy drops by Lieutenant Halvorsen became a symbol of hope, with children eagerly awaiting the treats that descended from the sky. Ultimately, the Berlin Airlift's legacy lives on as a testament to the spirit of cooperation and resilience that prevailed during the Cold War era. It demonstrated that even in the darkest of times, the power of human compassion and determination can overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. The Berlin Airlift remains a shining example of how ordinary people working together can make a profound impact on history and shape the course of global events.